Right. I think we're live. Are we live now? Hello, Pete. Hello, first live stream, I think. Yeah. How are we all doing? Well, Bot Rix has successfully joined the chat, so I think we're live. Hello, hello, hello.
Whoop.
Right, I'm just going to jump straight into it. So, we're going to create a new zoo. Europe is like my favourite. And we are going to do this the community zoo. And hopefully we'll get someone in and we can work on it together. But yeah, we're going to start it up. Right. Let's get rid of all this stuff. There's gotta be an easy way to delete all this. Right, that starts off that. Let's clear this a bit. Oh, let me do that. Alright. Terrain. Straighten all this out. Don't understand why it won't let me do that, but let's move these. And then we'll cover that with a coach. And hopefully we can get rid of these paths now. Alright. Preparing our car park. Pause. Right, I want our car park and a bit of an entrance. Ooh. Let's move these a bit more. Too far. And then there's a bit of an entrance. Alright, so back to our car park, and then should we do logs for the entrance? We can change the dimensions on that, it's not a problem. But at least that's fair. Good starting, so we'll take it. And then maybe we'll carry on the logs going in. Coming up to our first habitat. Which I've not fully decided what we're doing yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make it symmetrical. I think I've made that symmetrical. That might actually be pretty big. So let's close that up. I reckon that. I have paused it. I always tend to forget to pause on franchise. Right, make the path a bit bigger. I have actually thought about this a bit, which is good, but yeah. So that's easily viewable for the people, the guests. Let's just do a fence. Alright, which fence do we want? Maybe that. Could put mesh behind it, but don't really need to. Can you change the colour on that? You can. Does that look alright? It's not rustic. I think we'll go with this first. Try and line it up right. We should be good. Hey Jason, how's it going? Welcome in. How are we doing? You having a good day? And then, yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. We're just starting our community zoo. The first in, so happy to help you with it. I'm making a big ass habitat, probably bigger than what I actually was anticipating, but it'll work for our entrance. Yeah, this is actually a lot bigger than I was thinking, but do you know what? It's alright. Because I'm hoping to have, I'm thinking aardvarks and meerkats for this. Hopefully that lines up perfectly, but it won't be far off. That actually isn't too bad. Hey Josh, how's it going? Was not expecting you. How you doing? Long time no speak. Dee dee dee. What's your first animal usually, Jason? You know when you like make a zoo, what do you usually like to go for? Ooh, that'll do, I guess. That is a big habitat, I get it, but like I say, I wonder if I can put several animals in here. Could shrink it a bit, but for our first, I need to keep an eye on the money really, obviously, as well. I am playing on medium. I didn't want to play on hard. I've never played on it hard yet, so I don't know how well that would go down, but that's our first habitat so far. Going well, mate, yeah. I don't ask me how I even came across this game. I just came across it on Steam and played it once, and I've been hooked since. So, you know me, I like to jump in and out of playing content, making content. So yeah, here I am. But no, really good. It is a good game, though. I don't know if it. Don't know if you'd like it. Well, no, I reckon you would like it. To be fair. Why is that? This I need to get on pretty. But why is it sinking? Can I go straight? Right, we'll just say it's straight for now. White rhino. That's a big animal for a start, isn't it? See, I usually start small, but that's actually a good answer. Like, it's not a bad shout. I did do a zoo. Like, I'm a bit of an achievement hunter, and I'm trying to get all the achievements before Planet Zoo 2 comes out. So, I made a zoo with just tigers, and it actually worked really well. So, that is actually a good shout. The bigger the animal, the easier it is, I guess. It is dead chill. And it says you can do as much or as little as you want, really. So you can make the barriers that I'm doing now, and then you can turn it into different barriers. I would show you, but I don't know if it'll take money off me, so I will show you in a minute. Or you can make your own, just like I've done. It all depends how you want to do it, though. To be fair, I would say, like, it's not... I like sim games and I like builder games, so... I don't know, at first, maybe I was... I don't know, me and Shireen were just talking, and then it was there. And I got it on offer, so I was like, you know what, let's give it a try. How many cats in me? Bloody Lego stuff. Alright. Hopefully that lines up alright. It lines up well enough, I think. So yeah, so you obviously start... This is like your guest spawner, so guests will start coming in. Zoo Tycoon is supposedly a big game that people really loved, which is old. I never played it, but I used to love what you call them, like Theme Hospital and Theme Park. So, and I love games like that where you just build shit. So, when I came across it, I did not expect to be as hooked as I am. Like, I love animals, but I'm not like the biggest know everything about animals type of thing. Especially zoo animals, but yeah, no, it's really good. Like I say, it's obviously not for everyone, but I appreciate it being here though, Josh. Right, so basically you start on your zoo. This is your entrance gates, which is obvious. This is my first, and it's huge. This habitat is huge. Didn't mean to make it this big. You get paths, normal paths, queues, which I've never used before. I suppose they come thingy, but then we're going to make some staff paths. We need some staff buildings. So I'm thinking of having a souvenir shop here, and then we can have like a staff building behind, is my guess. And then behind the souvenir shop, see, that might be too big, but we'll work with that for now. So with guest staff facilities, you can either pick ones that come up obviously, or you can like use these generic ones and then you make your own building. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not the best builder in stuff like this, but some of the builds that people make is insane. But yeah, it took me a while to learn this game, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, the guests don't like seeing staff facilities basically, which is weird because you wouldn't walk around a zoo, would you? And you'd be like, oh, there's a staff building. Oh, I'm leaving. But yeah, it's part of the fun, I guess. I'm going to put meerkats and aardvarks in here, I think. If not, we'll find something else that'll fit similar. Unless you have some suggestions, what do you think would work well in this little pen? Obviously can't be too big. Seems like, but like Minecraft's like the same similar like thing, innit? You're building stuff, so when you've seen me on Minecraft, I'm terrible. But you're good on Minecraft. Remember our Minecraft when we tried to get the platinum? I think I've still got that, you know. I don't think I've been on Minecraft since. We'll go for a small research center. I want a big research center, but suppose no, we'll go for a small start off. I don't want to bankrupt myself because it is medium, so we need to make sure we are bringing in money first. But I'm hoping this layout will be alright and it'll get us going. Alright, so they're all our staff buildings, but I can't do nothing with them yet. The guests are just going to have to see them. It is what it is. And then before I forget, let's just get those donation boxes down. At least start with 4, but I want to change the colour. Don't know what colour I'm thinking. In my other zoo that I'm playing, I do have a video series on this. I have gone with red and white, but maybe we'll go for the conservation green. See, now I like turtles, and I'll tell you how much I like the turtles. I'm doing it in my zoo that I've just been talking about then, naming my first animal. So I'm not going to go with them, but I do like that idea. Because like I say, I did exactly the same thing in my last zoo. Well, in my other zoo that I'm still building, actually. Which usually I get out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but there won't actually be one this Monday, because I've kind of forgotten I'm live streaming now still. Wednesday will be my next video. But yeah, turtles I really like. Like I say, that's actually what I did in my first zoo. So I started my Minecraft travel server with 22. Wow. No, actually, yeah, I say wow, but when I've just seen £3, that's not too bad. That's actually not bad if you're playing them all. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying doing them, and it's hard to do because I don't like Shireen being here when I do them because. Don't like talking when she's here, just to like I talk to her camera anyway, but yeah, I still feel strange about it. So sometimes I do miss because obviously I don't always get the time from work and time where no one's here basically. So yeah, so unfortunately I'm missing tomorrow's, but that's just me being stupid because Shireen obviously knows that I've done this for whoa. Shireen knows that I've done this for a long time, but yeah, that's just me being a fool. Drop the intensity a lot. And then kind of do that. See, maybe we should look at the animals that we're wanting to get first. See, buffalo. Let's go in here, trade. So let's see, aardvark and meerkats work because they go well together. The problem is the aardvarks are shy. Go get capybara. Capybara? Oh, cheers, Josh. I appreciate it. It's the, what do you call it? It's always been the consistency that I've struggled with. But, like I say, I've been definitely more, like, interested in doing it. Like, I love Nintendo, and I love Mario Maker and stuff, but it was hard to keep consistent with that, and especially the live streams. That's why I've only just started live streams, and I will only be doing one a week. I won't be doing too many. Most of them will be videos, and then I can do it in my free time, basically. Yeah, I'm sticking to Sunday streams, but yeah. Right, we have a winner, capybara. So let's see if we can get some capybara. I do have a Switch too, yes. What games have you been playing on it recently? Have you had capybaras in your zoo before, Jason? I'm not sure if I ever have. I might have done it just to research them because that Zoopedia achievement is insane. Right, how many capybaras? Oh, we can have loads. Right, this is good. This is a good shout. We can have loads. So we need at least 4. And then, was it, say you get 15 in, for instance. Yeah. And you need some water as well. But we are smashing this. That is the biggest capybara. Did he go well with anything else? Is there anything else we can... Because we've got it, that is a big... I could probably close it down a bit. Maybe. But then again, why can't we have the biggest capybara habitat ever? Why not? No, I've not sold my Switch yet. I've sold a lot of games though. Not because I was intending to sell my Switch, I just needed some money, and yeah, I've not been playing anything. But I have been playing Luigi's Mansion 2. On and off over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So it's rare, but I have been playing Luigi's Mansion 2 and I love it. It's a tough game though, a lot harder than I was anticipating. Right, capybara. Oh, right. We have conservation credits, so we will be using these, so we can get. Is that an albino? Pretty sure it's an albino, but then I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. What are the white animals called? I hope I've not got that wrong. So let's adopt. Doesn't worry too much about the fertility. Did it say? Let's go back and. Up to 9 males, up to 19 females. So we can have plenty of males, have plenty of females. They are promiscuous, so they'll all be mating with each other, I guess. All mature offspring are tolerated in the group. They are confident. This is a great shout, Jason. I'm surprised we didn't get a 3D Mario game in the new... Did you see the new Direct? Well, it was a while ago, weren't it? But I'm surprised we didn't see it, to be fair. This is actually a really good first animal, actually. Wow. Oh, we could get a collared peccary. Or an anteater. I've not put any of these in here before. I've definitely not done these. Right, okay. So here we go. This zoo is starting off strong. I forgot what we got here. We've got a lot of animals here, by the way. Alright, so we've got 2 males. So we need some females then. Fertility, yes, we'll take you. I don't think we need to worry too much. I don't want to spend too many conservation credits, obviously. See, the only one really with cheap enough conservation credits. Oh, 67. There you go. That's not a bad female. Mercedes, like out of Hollyoaks. I don't watch Hollyoaks, by the way. That just came to my head then. Should we go? Do you know what? We've spent. Here's me. We won't spend many conservation credits, but here we go. We spent a lot. Right. So we've got. And then what was it? Collared peccary. Let's see what we can get here. Oh, well, these are cheap enough. Like I said, I'm not worrying too much about how good they are per se. Although it would be nice, but maybe another albino. There we go. And let's get a decent female. So, right, I might have gone a bit OTT here. Right, but we've not spent any money. Do you know what? The spare time really, other than like playing this or making content, if for gaming, it is Rocket League. I have got worse though. I've not been playing as much. Right, I think we need to play it first. But yeah, I've not. I'm not as good as I was, even though I wasn't great anyway. Right, question, Jason. Because we only have, we've got a lot of animals going into one habitat. Should I get another vet and another keeper or not? Is one going to be enough for now? And what else do I need? Caretaker, we don't need yet. A mechanic. I don't really think I need a mechanic yet. Or do they still work on it? I don't know. Like, if you make your own custom fence, do you need a mechanic? Do you know what? We'll figure it out. I don't know. I don't know if you do. Right, let's play this, because if you try and put the animals in without playing, and then it'll tell you that the destination is wrong or something. Right. It might be worth getting a vet, because another vet, and I'll tell you why. Because one, we have 20,000, so we're all right. And we can do research while the other one's thinking. 2, just keep on the safe side. So we'll get another keeper as well. We can always fire him if we need to, but I do think this is going to earn us some money, and we can obviously, let's get these donation boxes duplicated, because this is a big habitat. I like cemetery, or at least as much cemetery as I can get. So that's about right. My OCD like kicks in. Right, so that's gonna probably too many donation boxes at the minute, but that'll do. We need monies. We need monies. Oh. Right, so let's get some research on the collared peccaries then. Oh, I have researched them. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We're smashing it then. So far, this is what you'll walk into. Maybe I need to flatten that a bit. I'm not sure. But then again, you can walk around and you can see from different angles, can't you? Yeah, no worries, Josh. Glad you popped in, mate. And hopefully I'll catch you again soon. Cheers for... Honestly, Josh, cheers for stopping in, mate. Ava shouting, Mummy! Right. So we've got our... She can hear me and she's repeating everything I'm saying. Right, let's look at the welfare. Now, this is the second time... Only the second time I've done a zoo with mixed habitats in. Mixed creatures in. Mixed animals in. Sorry, Ava shouting, I can hear her. I might need to go see what's up. I can tell what's up. Tablet's gone off. So yeah, so you've got to get the terrain right for both of them, which sometimes I struggle at, but we're gonna do it. We'll be all right. So we'll work on Hello? Oh, okay. Just making sure. Right, we'll work on the capybaras first. Soil. I mean, I don't really have a plan for this. I kind of just like... I want to make it realistic, but at the same time, how realistic? They don't really care about lungs, that's good. I need some water. Well, let's try and get this right first. Hopefully they're easy. So is that coloured peccary? They're quite small, aren't they? Pretty tiny. So they don't want a lot of long grass. They want a lot of sand. So terrain, let's go sand, right. Let's get rid of the long grass, because I don't think the capybaras really care, right? Let's just do that. So now we can go with some short grass, maybe on the tops of the hills. I don't know. Maybe I can try and do a little pond. Maybe I could go for it, actually. Maybe we should do the water first. Now you're up. Let's try not to have the size. So maybe we could go like that one. maybe not as steep. But then again, no, the water's not too bad there. Right, let's try this. That's kind of a big drop, probably a bigger drop than I wanted. I'll press play to... That only just about covers the water. Only just. So maybe we'll let's go on the terrain again. And then why is that? Why is that? Because I've got water in. Because there's water, that's why. So let's now it's gonna put water back in, but let's straighten up a bit again, and then let's take the water out now and then try again. I suppose we could go into a little pond like that way. What do you think of that so far? That's obstructed. So is that better? Gives them plenty of water, gives them plenty of land. So we can look at the traversable, and they can traverse all over that, so that's fine. And luckily there's no escaping. So yeah, right, okay, that works fine. I don't think all these animals are in yet. So they want, no, they don't want rock. So where's the rock? We will get there. it's a slow thingy, but we'll get there. So we need a bit more grass. I don't know where the rocks come into it, but it should be alright. Where's the rock? Is it because it's under the water? Yeah, the water. For some... Right, okay. So we want to... What have we got to play with here? You don't really want to cover that with water. I don't know, I'm not liking that at the minute. So capybara, collared peccary. I think we've covered the terrain alright here, you know. We've covered the terrain alright with both animals. I do like it now. I'm glad we got the rocks out. The water's very clear though, do you not think? Or is even water in there? Probably because there's no water in there. Yeah, okay, right, that makes sense. I'm like, can't really see the water. The water's very clear, but right, that makes sense now. Do you know what? That's not bad. It's not bad, and we're covering all bases, I think. Just let's double check, because now the water's involved. Ah, see, we've got rock again. Right, so we just need to get rid of the rock, and we're good. And you can both traverse across. Yeah, it's the rock here, so... Is it the capybara that don't want the rock? Yeah, so we just need a bit of... what have we got to play with? A bit of soil. So we can just ease that rock a bit. And that should, in theory, cover both animals. Yeah, we're good. We're golden. Right. So we got capybara and peccaries. Collared peccaries in here. Now we need a hard shelter. Now do we go with a generic one or I just don't want to take up too much land, but at the same time, like, if we sink that a bit more, because they're only small animals, these, aren't they? And then you could see them. Do you reckon that's a bit... What do you think to that? If we had that there, or we could have that a bit more over here. I know the stream is a bit behind, so I will wait a sec and give you a chance. Hot water tap. That's neat. Or at least I've never seen that before. But yeah, we could have something like that. Try and get to there. I like... I don't think that's bad. It's a bit generic, I get. But it'd be good if like you can see from all angles. Do you know what I mean? So, because if I put in a rock formation hard shelter, then maybe, you know, a bit, you take up too much for one. But then again, I don't know. Should we just plonk this down and see? Because I don't know if this will be enough hard shelter for them all. Because there's a lot of animals. See, only 89%. And I assume that's the same for everyone. Yeah, 89%. Suppose we could have the big one over there, and then we could have a smaller one. We could have like a bloody hell, this child sounds like she's going through the roof. We could have a smaller one somewhere. Don't really want to waste it on the hills, but maybe here where... Oh, I actually didn't mean to put it down, but I don't think it's too bad. What do you reckon to that? You like where the shelter is? Right, that's cool. Right. That still doesn't cover the hard shelter needs, for some reason. Do you know what? 89% is better than nothing. And kind of like, I don't understand why that didn't cover it. Like, can you not get underneath there? That's hard shelter, is it not? Right, we're not going to worry about too much about it, so I'm going to take that out, because, yeah, it's fine for now. Right, so I don't think we're in any danger. Oh yeah, we are actually. The welfare is terrible. What's wrong with the social? Ah, right, because they are stressed, so they need a bit of... They need somewhere to hide the coloured peccaries. So the capybaras were alright. What do you reckon our solution is for that? I don't know. But we'll come to it, we'll be alright. So let's smooth this out. Nope, let's not, because it's just messed with our... Yeah, it's just messed with our thing. So... Right, I quite like that for now. So now we just need to worry about everything else. So they need plants, but we're going to worry about enrichments first. Let's get the food in. So... we want the food obviously where the keepers can get to it. Whether that'll be enough for everyone, I don't think I've ever built a big habitat like it. Like for this many animals, we might struggle a bit here, but we'll see. It's all a learning curve. It's all great. So we've got the water. Because we're in the temperate, they will need some heating, do you reckon? Like if we have a look. Where's it tell us how much heat they want? So they're at -4 to 43, so they're good. Capybara 13 to 42, so they need, yeah, they're gonna need some heaters. If we put a couple in, it shouldn't really cost us over the odds. I suppose we'll put one there. And then what are they? They're at 19, so that's not bad. That should cover the habitat, and we should be okay. Yeah, I don't understand why that shelter didn't work. I don't really want to put... We could put another big one in. What do you reckon? We have another one of them there, or is that too much? Do you think? Right, we have a hot water tap. Now these are cool. I've never used these before. So where would we want this? Maybe over here. Let's select a... Right, so that doesn't work for them. So let's do the capybaras first. The enrichment. Plant. I don't know if this messes with the terrain, which it does slightly. We can have a couple of these in. don't know if they will work. Will they come out of the water? Yeah. They come out of the water a bit, they're alright. So, food enrichments, we're not doing anything for that. So we can have one there. We can use plant feeders underwater. I don't know if that'll work. No worries, Jason. Thank you for stopping in. Not a problem. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. And yeah, hopefully catch you again. Thanks for stopping in, though. Right, so the barrel and the veggie thing does for the peccaries. Rosa Maria. Alright, okay. So they want a food spike. Let's put that where the guests can see. The food enrichments, they're easily done. Mud bath. Where can we put this? Oh, it will go there. How can I get it so it doesn't sink in? I don't really want it to mess with the terrain, but it's probably going to. Yeah. And then we'll just lift the terrain up around it, I guess. Well, it's already messing. You can't. It won't work. How? Why can't I do that? Or do you put rocks around it to cover it? Maybe put rocks around it to cover it. Because I think they'll all benefit from that, in fairness. Right, and we can box it up. I don't know why I think these... I say this all the time, but... Right, so... Habitat, the stressed. I don't know how to deal with the stress part. Oh, put one of these in, shall we? How do I deal with the stress part? What fit there? Right, I'm gonna put another one of these in here, I think. And then, oh god. I suppose you could hide. Right, let's do that. Or do we like a rock formation somewhere? I'm not sure. Right, we have protesters, so this ain't good. It's only Rosa Marie that's stressed, but she's back to being fine again. So it's alright. Let's change this. Let's change this to give us some more daylight. Right. That'll work. Right, I wonder if we put some signs or something in. Where do we put the signs? Where do we get the signs even? Are they in here? Yeah. So do not feed, do not. And I mean do not. Just shut up basically. Right. So align to position snap. Yeah. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. Might have to like load these up to be fair. So if you can hear banging, it's my daughter by the way. Her mum's sorting her. I'm seeing to it, but yeah, she is not happy. She wants to be out. Right, if we put a few of these, hopefully this solves our problem. Because it'd be nice to have 2 species here. Right. That's a lot, but hopefully it'll solve our problem going forward. But yeah, that's kind of... Oh, we need some plants in here, which I always tend to forget about. So let's get some rocks going. So we're in a temperate biome, so we'll stick with temperate. And maybe just, obviously, sink some rocks in to make it a bit more realistic looking. Why have we got protesters? I'm gonna say I thought we solved the situation. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Although, doesn't look terrible. Yeah, no, that's fine. It probably takes some away from the water, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. Have like a rocks going around a bit. Something like that, maybe. Something. Right, and then some biggish rocks. Didn't mean to do that. Suppose we could have that. Would that look alright? Sink that in a bit, maybe. It's looking kind of realistic, maybe. Our money is going up, so that's good. I want a big rock to sink in a bit, like that. Right. So hard shelter, we're fine. Have we made these 100%? I know we need some more. We need some flowers in. Right. So coverage. Let's go to temperate again. This is always the fun part, like knowing what they actually want. See, they don't want that. But does it actually matter that much? I'm not sure if it actually matters that much. Oh, big tree. I like that tree. What they don't. But I'm not mad about that tree. Unless we can find some of this. That's huge. Will that work? See, that would work if you like that. But that's the problem, is trying to get trees they like. Is that like too big? That might be too big. There is a lot of animals in here now. But it's still kind of like solving the plant problem, isn't it? So let's see what else we can get then. Some bamboos. Where do I want this to go though? I kind of want this to like sink in a bit, maybe. By the rocks. And they don't even like them. What do they like? Do you know what? We're not going to worry too much about it. Just kind of like put some of this around. Unless we can find something that they do like. I bet they don't even like these things. Which just brings a bit of colour. Oh no, they do! See, they do like them. That's kind of, that covers, that gets us on green, pretty much. Maybe we'll come back to it. I don't mind putting plants and making it look nice. But yeah, you spend a lot of time like working out what plants they like and what plants they don't like. So yeah, I think we're gonna roll with that for now. I like that habitat. That's pretty good, I would say. Which then gives us 98%, which is good. The nutrition we can whack that. That's no problem. So how does this work? Because you've got two. So grade 3, coloured peccary, and then grade 3. Yeah. Same as any other habitat. Suppose we could duplicate this. No. Too much can be ugly. Now, we... Looking wise... Do you know what? I'm not mad. I like it. I am not mad. Yep. Happy with that. Money is not going up great though. So maybe we need to look at that. Right, now we need to look at a souvenir shop. Now we could easily facilities, guest facilities, staff facilities. You can get some souvenir shops, but do I want to make my own? I do want to make my own, but I'm not the best. See, that's 15,000. Is it a bit early? Or should we get some food stalls in first? That's fantastic. We could, because basically I want this to be like a stall. So you'll go in and you get your tickets to the side, or you can just walk in with your things. So we could have information desks at the side of this, I guess. So we're sticking with this log path. So just for now, we can. It's gonna look ugly for the time being, but it will look all right in the end. So guest. So we can put some information because. Oh, we need to put some guest facility, not guest, education facilities. Alright, let's just 1 minute. Let's just get this a bit more, and then we can have. So facilities, because I will build my own. I've not really worked out how I'm going to build it yet, but I'm going to build my own building for these. But yeah. So if we do that, and we can do the same there, I guess, and then that makes it symmetrical. Right, there we go. So there's 2 information things open, so they can go there. Like I say, we will make that into something, just not yet. But we do need a shop to bring in some more money. I might get a loan. So I reckon if we. Because we're laying down the foundations. That's what we're doing. We're just laying down the foundations. And go like a little food truck. That looks pretty good. Right, and this is where the heaters have come in. I always forget heaters. But yeah, this is where the heaters have come in, so it's good. Oh, do we have a restaurant? Because a restaurant would be so much easier. Like a little food court. Maybe I need some more. I'll tell you what I've not put in here that I want to do, actually. Let's go back to that quickly. I want to put like a log. Like a big ass log tree. Like a dead tree. But then where will I find things like this? I always forget. And never think. I could put one that goes right across the pond. Right, let's get rid of these. And then we can look at them all. We can get a Christmas tree. At least I think that was a Christmas tree. Right. So like, is that big enough to go across the water? Should we got something better? Like, surely there's a big. I have most of the packs, like the DLC. Where? Come on. Nope, don't want that. Maybe we're going with this one. Don't want to spend too much time looking for a dead tree. I don't even know what you'd look for. Like, that won't work. Right, come on. One last look. I found one the other day. I probably should have favorited it. I don't think it was that one. Where is it? Maybe I need to get the other packs, but I don't really want to. I really want the Zoopedia achievements. That's kind of why I'm not buying any more packs until I've done it. But kind of like we are making money, so it's fine. Which tree's bigger? So it's that one. Right, let's see what this looks like. I suppose it could go into the water like that, maybe. It's not what I wanted, but do you know what? It is what it is for now. And we've got capybaras already out, wanting to have offspring. Yeah, it's not what I wanted, but it is what it is now. Right. So let's go back to our idea of getting our souvenir. But then will this be a small souvenir? It will be a small souvenir shop, I guess. So you see in the capybara. Oh wow, no, go back. Why has it just done that? No, let's scrap that for a sec. Try again. Right. So we could add to it, I guess. So if we're going to add to it slightly, so we can turn them into the same building. I'm gonna say, yeah, because then that kind of links the path. Yeah. So that links the path, and then if we go into construction and walls, get rid of fence, obviously. Yeah, so then we can link that up. Right. So now we need to find. Do you want a brick wall? Concrete? Will that look alright? No, that concrete, definitely not. What's this? Conservation 3D printed. No, don't like that. Dry stone wall. Looks okay. Is there anything better? We can have the European stone wall. I guess that looks alright. That's as far as it'll go. Like, so that would be our small souvenir shop. Right, we'll roll with that for now. And then, or would you want a bigger doorway? You'd want a bigger door, wouldn't you? Right, that's just for mapping out instances. We're going to go with that, I think. I don't know. I think it's too small. It's a bit of. How would this look? Oh. No, I'm not a fan of that. Oh, but do you know what? I like that better. I like that better. I think. Oh no, because no, that's just like it's too much. But then we could put our own flooring in, I guess. We can have ice blocks. That won't really match. Limestone. suppose limestone looks alright. But can you like colour that? You could. But then what colour would you have? It's got like a dark grey. Do you know what? Just for now, let's just leave that as that. So we got a souvenir shop open, and we can get some capes, and we can start selling some stuff, at least. Right, so we're starting selling stuff already. So the zoo is looking pretty basic, although we have a decent habitat, I would say. Let's just up that to 5, I guess. Because we need to turn this building and this building into something. But then we could have this go into a food court area. Or is that too much? I'm just trying to think how to map it now. Souvenir shop staff. So we make this one biggish building. So we could food court this. And then we need to like look into another habitat, I think, so we can start getting our money raised. I just don't know how far I want to go with the food court. So I suppose we could do like a souvenir food court, and then we can kind of staff path. End it here, maybe? We're gonna say yeah. Okay. And then that could be our souvenir food court area, I think. And then we can go on to another habitat here. And then I kind of have something in mind, so we're gonna just map this. I know it's looking a bit out out the sync for now, but I want a biggish animal starting off. So I'm thinking, like, what if I got in animal trading? So we can have a lynx maybe. Let's look in Zoopedia. What's somewhat biggish but I haven't got? Giant otters. Right. Oh, we can have pandas. No, because they need big thingies. We'd have to have some money, serious money coming in for them, I think. Yeah, we'd have to have some serious money coming in for them. Is my guess. Jaguar, really? So I'm not doing anything with a Jaguar, but they need much room, so they don't need much room. So Jaguar is 1 to 2. They're shy. I wouldn't have thought Jaguars were shy. It turns out they are. Kind of Japanese marquee. What size are these ones? So these are quite small. Size, they're not going up. Do you know what? Should we get some? See if we can get some Japanese marquee. Because I've got one in already. I only have males at the minute. Did it say up to 17 males and 33 females? So you can have like 50 of these. Right, okay. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want like, because these are confident, I'm pretty sure you can have like a walk-in habitat with them. So we could have a walking gate. Do I want a walking habitat? Sorry, that's throwing me for a loop. I kind of wanted to do like a fence thing here. Do you know what? I'm going to do a fence thing and maybe think of doing a Jaguar. So let's see if we can get Jaguars. I've got something in mind for them. And then we can get a female and male. See, fertility is good there. Wow, we get a black jaguar. I don't really want to spend that many conservation credits though. So we can buy. So we can get a young jaguar. His longevity is not great. For a bit more though, we can get a better one. Yeah. So we can get him. And then the female's not great, but she'll be alright. I hope I haven't got a jaguar in there. Animal trade and I've just done that. Yeah. It was a link that I had, right, okay. Right, so I wish it wasn't raining. Money's slowly money's slowly coming in, it's fine. People are buying from there, we're doing alright. Do you know what, I'm not done. And I best do it now before I forget. No, it's alright, I'll do it later. We can do it later. Right, so I won. What do I want? So if I do some plaster. Because I want like a buffer type of thing. So like some planters to buffer from the fence. Is what I'm thinking. Is that too big though? I could get a smaller one. Alright, let's do that. Change this to grey? Yeah. Like a grey, that'll do. And then why can't I duplicate? Why can't I duplicate? And then we'll duplicate this. Yeah. And then duplicate X. I don't know how far I want to go around with this. Angle snap. And then I guess like that. Right. And then kind of just that'll be that's going to be like our buffer from the jaguar in a sense. Some plants. And they only want a small habitat, but obviously I do give it like, I probably make the habitats too big in fairness. But do you know what? It's good. Alright, that'll do I guess. And then if we bring that up. About as even I'm going to get it, and then do the same for there, and then that kind of gives us a buffer. Right, so there we go. Construction, no, it's in nature, a bit of mulch. Or is it munch? Mulch. Pretty sure it's mulch. That'll work. Where's the big one? We've got a bigger one. I'm sure there's a bigger one than that. Is that one? Where's it that? Yeah, it's that. Then that's too big. Right, we're gonna have to double up here. So yeah, so X that. Kind of needs to go in the ground a bit, like that, yeah. And then, like there. And then we can just do these across. Right. So, did I? Yeah. Right, so that's kind of I don't know if that's too small now, actually, I'm looking at that. So let's just... see, we could use these fences. But then I could make my own, so... I can't have something in mind. But like I say, we could just use the fences easy enough, because they look alright. But they only need a small amount. Did they? Where was it? Right, so they need 800, which should be more than enough. Oh, they need water. So they do need a bit of water. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is enough, but we're gonna null it out and then we can work it out and see if we're okay. So null path, it would go to there, I guess. Maybe we could work it down there. Yeah, maybe we want to bring that out a bit, because I could extend this a bit. I am thinking that's too small now. So glass. No, where do we go? Barriers. And then you've always got to like get these barriers right. Or at least once you've got this bit right, you're okay. So glass, did we say? And then we can put that around about there, because obviously I'm gonna have to work around it. So what's that size give us? That gives us a huge side. But then is that too much at the back? But if they're shy, we can build them a little area where they can hide behind, basically. So we could give this like an area they can hide. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. So let's just work this out. And then if we X that, yeah, and then that can go there, and then we can just duplicate that, and that will line up. Yeah, so that works. Right, so now we need the fence, which, like I say, like in theory we could use the fence still, but there's not much point. So now we need some wood. And while I'm doing this, if you give me 1 second while I go sort something out. But Arctic wood. Yeah, 1 second. I'll be back in a minute. While I have a think. Right, sorry. I'm back. Right. I didn't think of the height requirements, which I need to look at. And climbable. It's showing that I'm not even here, but now. Right. Let's quickly look at the height. Jaguar. So the climbing requirement. No, where's the fencing? So it needs to be 3 meters high. Please don't say I've just lost that. I have. Right. So they're 2 meters. So that's 4 meters. So in theory, that should be good. So if we plonk that in, kind of want to make this symmetrical. But then we need some mesh, because we'll do this mesh. And I don't know if these are climbable, so let's just quickly. Right, so it doesn't say climbable, so we should be all right. Yeah, and I like, it's an Arctic one, but I like the decoration on it. So then let's go for mesh. That's a 4x2. So I bought 4x4 panel. Oh, we're having babies and everything here, and I'm not even seeing. The problem with working with mesh is getting it right. So that would be right in my guess. So let's just do that, and then it's just a case of, I think we've got that. Exit out, and then drag it across. And then you can kind of see how it's looking so far. I wonder how many animals we have in there. I will have a look in a minute. I bet we have a lot. That's still lining up in it. Why do I feel like I've just knocked that out of sync? I have knocked that out of sync somehow. I don't understand how I did. Why is that out of sync? Is that not lining up right? Why is that not lining up right? Right, so I think we can do this. No. It's so hard working with mesh. So if we do that, and then that should, in theory, let us line that up right, because for some, no, that doesn't, that makes it worse. So if we X that, and do that, I guess, and then try again. That should line up. Yeah, that is lining up. I think because I had the mesh panel. No, it's still not lining up. Right. Maybe because the mesh panel's not in the middle. Okay, good job we saved. So, I don't understand, this usually works out for me. Am I just being... I'm so confused. Right, let's try that. I'm so confused why that's not working. Or it just doesn't seem to be. Look at how it's going off. I don't understand why that's not working. That looks straight to me. Right, let's delete. Right, I'm not understanding what's going on there. I suppose if we could do that. That'll keep that straight though, at least. And then Mommy. Alright, let's try. We need like a 4, so that's 4 meters. See, that would line, hopefully. Have I just moved that? Possibly. Alright. So if we line that up right, maybe, and hopefully this would work. I always struggle with mesh, I don't know why. It always just seems to be an issue. But hopefully, oh, I kind of prefer that wood now, I've done that. I'm hoping that's going to work. That helps if I... Is that working? I'm not 100% if that is actually working. Oh. And then we might be okay. We might be okay. I hope we're okay. Alright, so will this line up at right at the end? No. Maybe if I bring that back. So we can line that mesh up the best we can, and then that we can just drag. And it doesn't look perfect, but you know what? That kind of is what it is. I don't like that. But then maybe... Or we could just bring... Right, we can just... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring that over like that. And then we're just gonna basically do the same with this. And then that's kind of, yeah. That should be fine because our barrier was our habitat was quite big anyway. And then that solves my my problem. That doesn't, however. Right. So if I can just grab these and then we can exit out. Good stuff. And then that should just work pretty good now. Although they are elevated. I didn't think of that. I didn't think that through. No, try again. Alright, so bring that. And I'm hoping that should line up. Why do I feel like it's not? See, that's not lining up. What is going on with the fencing? It usually works fine. Are we on a... No, because that is lined up correctly. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Well, that's not what I want to do. Let's try this, I guess. Don't understand why it's not lining up. So if we do that, does that line up? See, that lines up fine. I think it's kind of hard with the barrier being in the way. But when I say that lines up fine, and then we can work out if this lines up. And then that lines up. I hope. Right, and then we need to get. No, we need to undo that. Right, and then we can X this, and hopefully it is lining up. I don't understand where I'm going, where I'm thinking I'm going wrong there. And then, cause we have a slight issue with that, I can X that, and then we can just dig that deep into the ground, and that'll solve the issue with them getting underneath, but I don't think they'd get underneath anyway. Where's the... Right, there you go. And that should be that. Right, now we just need to work on... Let's delete that. Or can we move that? Yeah, we can. It messes with the path, but we can delete that. Or we can move it at least. Right, so let's do that. We're going to work on the mesh in a minute. I just want to get this sorted because it'll do my head in otherwise. Right. So in theory, we're all good. Let's get back to these barriers, pull these out a bit because it'll start setting it off. Now in theory we could... Oh. Let's drag these in a bit because it'll just do my head in otherwise. And then at least we get a better rough idea on what our space is. Kind of, something like that. We can drag these out a bit now, so that's fine. Like I say, the last thing I want is it telling us that they've escaped and they've not escaped. Okay, that should do. Right. So, even though we could be anal and be like, ah, there's mesh in there, but he's still getting, so it's fine for now. Alright, so land is 1200. I'm hoping that's right, because it'll be annoying me if not. Jaguar, yeah, 7, so we're good. Alright, so let's get some Jaguars. And hopefully, yeah, we can get a male and female. Although not great. The female's not great. 5.9 years. Alright. And then we can dot them and we can get them in. And then we can go check. I had some Jaguars. I bought Jaguars. What a fool. Right. We've got some more. Just in case. I completely forgot. Right, we've got some backup Jaguars. So we're alright. No, stop it! Stop it! Right. Oh no. So, yes. so now we need to... Let's get a security guard, because why not? Let's go look at our animals now, because we got a lot. Wow, that is insane. So let's get Rozu. That must have... So basically, all the community zoo ones need contraception. And then that'll solve our issue. I suppose that's the problem with like a massive animal habitat. Like, that is insane. Come on. Stay away from each other. Dirty buggers. Right. I bet they're old now. Only 4 years. We're only in year 4 to be fair. Oh, we got albino babies! Albino babies! Oh, these are quite good. Right, 1 minute, because I might want to put some of these in the trade centre. Right, so albino baby, albino. These albino babies, right? See Joe's. Does Joe's give us an albino peccaries? No. So send to the trade centre. Let's move into the trade centre. Right, so we've got him, the young, and we can use him again with other thingies, other animals that we'll get from the trade. Right, our jaguars are in. Now we can actually get these straight on research. Do I want another keeper hut? I might want another keeper hut. Like I say, this is our back stage. So money, we're at 12,000. We're not raking it in, but we're not struggling. So let's get another keeper hut. Obviously, I'll make this look prettier, but it is what it is for now. Alright, now jaguars are in. So they do want water, but they don't need a lot of water. Like hard shelter. I might do a rock formation for these, or give them like a rock area hiding. Let's see how we get on. So obviously first, let's just sort out some water, because you need a bit. So should we put the water at the front? Construction, no terrain. Let's get rid of the intensity a bit. Size, I guess, like that. But they do need water to swim. So maybe? It needs to be 56 meters deep, so. But then does that take... I don't want it to take away too much land, which I think that's going to do. Huge straight for the water. No messing around. Right, so I think that takes away too much land. But I do like that. I've got it on two... No, I've got it... No, I think that's what it is. Yeah. And that is a big ass pool. But I think that's kind of what they want. I don't like this, but it's fine. For some reason, that's how it's working out. Or is it? Yeah, for some reason, that's how it's working out. But you know what? It is what it is. Right. So it gives us some land back. Because bear in mind, when we get some... See, that's still too much water. If they have babies, we don't want them running out of space just for the babies. So we'll take some of the water away, I guess. Or do we want to like... maybe we flatten this a bit to the terrain. A bit like that. And see what that calculates. yes, it takes a bit more, and it gives them more land, a bit more land back, and they have themselves a bit of a pool, I guess. Am I 100% happy with that? Not really, but I'm not 100% happy with it. Right, let's just straighten up, and then that'll give him. There you go. I can put maybe some foliage or something in there. Right. So they need some. They want soil. So I'm going to make him a little area here. So let's do the soil here, because this is going to be the hard shelter. And the terrain's dead easy to sort out, so that's fine. Let's give him some enrichment climbing first, because then it just makes him happy. That's too big. See, I never want to mess around with my own climbing stuff, like I should. But then again, these are quite big. So we can, like, maybe just, for now, will it go in? In theory, could do it a bit like that. And then that should sort out the climb. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But if that's your only problem, right. So we could cheat a bit, and we can duplicate this. Maybe. Or they have no problem climbing up there. Don't be fighting with each other. And then duplicate this. Oh, okay, that worked. That actually probably worked out better. Why can't? No. So kind of like that. And then if we X that. For some reason, oh wait, that's gone weird. Right. X that and then bring that down. Like that. Oh, they can jump no problem, that's fine. And then we can just move this over slightly, and then that'll give them a bit more climbing. And then in theory we have actually just edited our own climbing frame, because, you know, why wouldn't we? You should always edit your own climbing frames. What do they reckon to that? If we can grab him. It still doesn't give him enough climbing. Like, I'm literally 1 meter away. And it's not working. I didn't even build this. This was in their thingy. It's still not working out for him. So I'm tempted to, like, just, you know, like, do this again, going down. It's kind of like cheating, but we're just kind of tempted. So it's kind of, you get to climb around the habitat, or at least around the lake. See, I kind of like that. It's kind of like cheated a bit, but it gives them a lot of climbing. It still gives them a lot of space. So they've got plenty. Well, they've got enough climbing. They've got plenty of water. Like, do we get rid of it? Now, is getting rid of this going to take away the climbability? Well, no, it can't. Well, it shouldn't, because why would it? Because that was in water. Yeah, that was in water, so they weren't gonna climb up there anyway. Yeah, that works. Right, so we're sorted. We're sorted for that. Right, so we're getting more capybaras that we need to We need to make sure we try and stay on top of this somehow. It's kind of hard to stay on top of it, but Joanne, I love this habitat. It's great. I'm so happy with this. So many animals, and they're not stressed. So these signs work. They obviously work. Right, these jaguars can be stressed. Mercedes from Hollyoaks is having offspring. Right, so back to the jaguars. Let's grab one, and then we can go on enrichment. Alright, so we've covered that, but we need a hard shelter, which I'm going to do here. Plants we need to look at, but let's get them some food first before they starve to death. That's water. Yeah, right. So yeah, so let's get the food in and some water. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need before we go on. I need some water treatment, and I completely forgot about this. Some power. I'm glad I've thought of this. So, because this is out of the way, so we can put this hidden facilities, get some power, and then we can. Like, do we need a transformer there? I guess we can have a transformer. Oh no, we do. Yeah, we do need a transformer, and it's an easy way to hide it, I guess. Where's the path? To be fair, we're just about right. So if we move that, because I completely forgot about that, but does that cover? It just about grabs that. I didn't even think. Oh, we got lucky there, because that would have been a serious issue. Did not even think about that. Yeah, cleanliness is going up, temperature. Whew! We got lucky there. Right. Because that's the last thing we need. Right, we're underpriced again, but I don't know why he's complaining. Do you know what I mean? It's a cheap zoo. Right, so we've made 11,000 profit, so we're doing all right. Tell you what I need to do, and I haven't done it. Let's go to settings real quick. Game, animal settings. Let's slow that right down. Yeah, because we are going to be taking time building stuff on Sundays. So yeah, so we're going to finish this habitat off for the end of the stream. I think that's quite a good start, really. So we want to pick a jaguar again, and then enrichment. Right, so we've got the food and water. Let's check Zoopedia temperature. What did they want? So between 8 and 42. So we are going to have to put a heater in here, which I would have expected anyway, to be fair. So one in the middle should be fine. It looks like it'll cover, at least if we do it near the bed. And then some bedding, but we can come back to that. Now, we could use these, but I kind of just want to. I want to make like a. I hope with Planet Zoo it makes it better, because they keep boxing animals because they get struggling on the climbable things, but I'm pretty sure the game made those climbable things, so I don't understand why. They're not workshop items, so why are they struggling on it? I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to work our own on that. So enrichment, let's sort enrichment. So it's climbing, which we've covered. Obviously fish feeders, these work well. For our food enrichment. So in theory that's all we'd have to do, but obviously we want more than that. So put one of these for the guests, and then we'll give them one of these. We'll give them a zebra. A zebra. And then toys. Big ass scratching post, because they are big cats. We kind of want it at the front, but I don't want to like everything to be at the front. Maybe big scratching post, would that look alright? Or we could have it there. Would that look alright there, do you reckon? Yeah? We're gonna say yeah. We'll say yeah to that. Well, I'm not 100% on it, but yeah, we'll take it. We're going to use trees anyway. That gives them a bit of shade on the climbing, and then that covers them pretty well. We could put more in, but I don't want to overdo it because this is quite a small habitat. It's big enough for them, but obviously we need some plants and stuff in here. So we're gonna see. Let's get tropical. We want some tropical rocks, I guess. We've got some better rocks. So these are tropical rocks. So I kind of want to give them X. So we want to give them some privacy. So I think that's alright. That looks okay. So we can do like a couple of them. It's like a rock shade. Maybe turn this a bit and going like that. Right. But then that doesn't really give us the hard shelter part, does it? They're not researching very quick then. Right, well, it's on my mind, so let's go to staff. We can up our staff. Why have we got 3 vendors? Oh, for the information. Right, okay. I don't know how I feel about this rock situation. Well, then we can obviously mix it and match a bit. We need to make sure that they can't get over. Obviously, that's not what we want. We don't want them to be able to jump over. Which, knowing my luck, they probably will be able to. Right, so guests aren't going to see this, so let's turn this around. Let's get this off. Angle snap's good, but it does me head in. Kind of. It doesn't matter so much behind here, I guess, because the guests don't really see this part, and it is like a man-made. Oh, it is a man-made habitat. So the rocks looking kind of man-made is not the biggest issue. Right. Although it's nice to make it look natural. I get that. Right, well, we got nature. Right. So we need a roof, obviously. So this is obviously best for the roof. So we can kind of sink this in and then just do that. And then we can get more rocks to make it more natural, but we're just obviously trying to give them a hard shelter at the minute. So I guess that works, and that should really give us a hard shelter. And then we can obviously like add some rocks to the top here, just make it look a bit more, at least from the guest perspective. But then I feel like, are they going to be able to climb over? I'm not sure. But yeah, in theory, that looks good, and that's all we need to do, in theory. Sorry. Fingers are jamming up. And then, providing that they can't climb over, which they've put the toy in the water. Yeah, that's what you do. Naughty kids. And traversable, yeah. They can get on there though, so that's fine. And that gives them a hard shelter. Yeah. So now we're just down to. I'm liking it. I'm liking what we've come up with. I really am. I'm liking this better than my other zoo. If you watch this back, by the way, because there's not anyone in chat, which is completely fine. If you watch this back as a video, we do have another zoo going, and we also have this zoo. Both zoos are great, but I'm liking this zoo more at the minute. Right. So it's weird. It's not weird live streaming to other people. It's to no one. It's just it's like making a big video, and then like, oh, I don't have to edit it after. It's fine. So, do they like these plants? Oh, they do, and I like these. But we've got them in the other one. Kind of just like see what they like. No, they don't like them. Well, in fairness, I think these would look pretty cool here, like a little bush of them. That looks quite kind of pretty. Well, they don't mind these, but I don't want that there. No. Right. I need to try and work, so basically all I had to do was that. And then I need to work out what it was that I had. Elephant ear, was it? I've just lost. See, that's what I mean. Right, we was... Oh, we was at these, so yeah, it was these. Which I think will look alright. Might look nice there. Like just a couple at least. Like sprouting. See, I could, obviously I need to remember I can do that. So that kind of looks alright. Would they look alright in there? Like in the rocks, but they're not really growing on rocks, are they? That's a big ass plant. I could put these in like the bottom of these. They look nice. Oh, these love the plants. These are great. Would this look right on one of these? So, position snap. No. So snap to align to surface. Oh, that looks alright. Oh, why did it not work? Right. It just gives it a bit more. Bit more feel to it, I guess. I suppose any more is too much, do you reckon? Does that look alright? Like it's not too much? Yeah. Right, where are our jaguars? That's one. So they're hungry. So come on, vet, feed them. Yeah, they can get in. I was going to say, can they not get in because of the mesh, but they can get in, so that's fine. Alright. So we still need more plants. Now, they want a tree, but then obviously we can't have it as a climbable tree. Will that look all? I like that, but I don't like the scratching tree. But they don't want that anyway. That's a sausage tree. Wait a minute. Oh no, I've got rid of the sausage tree. What? Oh, because it was still selected, right, okay. Yeah, the sausage tree. Who comes up with these names? Right. See, that looks alright behind. I suppose like there, it just adds a bit. And they like that, so that's fine. And that covers it basically. But I do think we should probably let's not. Just put these. Duplicate these just to go maybe there. Just to covers the heater. Suppose you could do these around there. Maybe there. Like you don't want to overwhelm them with plants, obviously, but I do think they're nice, like as a group of plants. And obviously we need to plant the planters up. Right, so now we just need to do the planters. But I think that is quite a cool jaguar habitat, if I am very modest myself. But yeah, we need to find some planting plants. But obviously nothing that will over... I love snap to surface. It's not going to overshadow anything or the view of the guests. Like, that looks alright, I guess. That's not going to overshadow, no. But then maybe sink it in a bit. That'd be better, probably. Should we go with that? I can't. Yeah, let's kind of go with that until we can see if we can find some. Nope. See if we can find something a bit bigger or something nice that would go with that. Like these are aquatic ones, so I don't really think. No, I'm no good at these planters. I'm not gonna lie. See, that kind of just like that's nice, but it kind of like takes too much space. But then I want something else to go with these. See, we do have potting plants that I never really look at. So yeah, these are the same things. But these are nice. We need to get all this off, and then we can like sink them in. Yeah. So maybe go like that, and then, like I say, I don't really want to. I want like a bunch of flowers that we can like group up that'll look okay. But maybe I don't have like great packs. I suppose that might look alright in the middle. Just gives it a bit more colour. So then I love when you're trying to grab something and it just won't do it. Oh, why is it not letting me? It's annoying, right? Because I don't. Right, it's saying 2 objects is covered there. Let's just see. Yeah, it didn't take the other plants. But you know what? It is what it is. The what you call it? The thingies aren't just lining up today, and I don't know why. See, that just looks a bit excessive to me, and it's not really filling it. So let's move them over. It's amazing, right, how something like this can get me, but when I've done like a habitat I'm really happy with. I want it to be perfect. Do you know what? Right, we're gonna deal with that problem next time, next week. But yeah, this is our zoo so far. I am very happy with this habitat. It looks good. They can, obviously, oh, let's give them some bedding. Oh, we'll sort out the guests before we go, the guest education before we go, because that would obviously help. So, we'll give them some bedding. They don't need it, but feel bad if I don't. Is bigger bedding? Yeah. Kind of just like that. Just make sure it's sunk into the ground properly. Right. So yeah. I don't want to add too much trees. I think you can get too much. Okay, it's all symmetrical. Right. So we need some speakers, which for this habitat will be cool because we can kind of just like sink them in. We could, I always forget to do this, but this would be cool. So if we align to surface and then put that in there. I don't think this really matters that much. I think it's more for marketing. I don't know where we'd actually put that here. I guess we could stick one underneath here, I guess. But then it probably wouldn't be a great view. Well, we can see, can't we? We can see how it lines up. I suppose you could just do that a bit. And then let's have a look at this view. Not great. Right, let's undo, and then we could put one outside, can't we? So that would work if we put one outside. They keep getting stuck there, and then yeah, just stick that there or there. No, we'll stick it there, and then hopefully that gives us a decent view. In fairness, of the pond, yeah, I like that. I'm very happy with this habitat. Right, and yeah, very happy with this habitat. So we've got them in. Speak. Oh, we haven't got any donation pots. We're missing out on plenty of money. That was a very rookie error. Right. That was a very rookie error. Right, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4 in the middle. There. See, they're already putting money in. Money will start flying up now. I keep losing track of what I'm doing now. It's getting late. Alright, so educational speaker. So these are going to be fine. That kind of goes in the middle. So we could just do one. And then it would cover up what range. That range is the whole of the Jaguar. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like, can you? It's a shame they don't have any music, or do they have? Like, where would you find music? Add your own sounds. Right, okay. Yeah, add your own sounds. But it's a shame they don't give any, like, thingy sounds. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, like standard sounds that you could get. Hopefully, Planet Zoo 2 fixes that. So that sorts out Jaguars. Our education's in the gutter. Yeah, I suppose we could obviously education for here. But like, if we do a speaking point for these. Do I want to do a talk? No, I don't really want to do a talking point. We can work on that. That's fine. because if we do like a talking point, then it kind of just I'm gonna say that's like kind of middle. Yeah, if we do a talking point, then we're kind of like defeating the objective. We're defeating the object of the how quiet, you know, like for quietness. But then like, capybara. So that's. So I want to arrange that like that, and then. So that kind of covers. I think I need to get rid of the range on that bit. Yeah, and if we... Because what I want to do is I'm going to have one for capybaras. And then one for... the coloured peccary. Then we need to... I can get a range on that. Like that. Yeah? And that's fine. And then if we X that and then put one over this other side, and then we can kind of like duplicate it for the coloured peccary, and that should work. Kind of got under the fence, and then one side you've got for the coloured peccary, and one side you've got for... How would I do this? I want shifting it. Yeah, shift. And then X, yeah. And then that should bring them both over. It kind of like mimics each side. So you can hear it now. And then if we've just coloured peccary, and that covers the whole area. Yeah. And we can... Oh, we want to bring that down anyway. Yeah. And that covers most of the area. And it should, in theory, all be powered. Yeah. So that works. And I don't want to put I don't want to put the projection screens. Don't need bins yet, but we may need some benches. But yeah, that is where we're going to end the live stream. We're going to do some work around here. Obviously, this is going to be our food court souvenir area, and this will all be hidden. And then we've got our jaguars, and then kind of the zoo will just open up. And yeah, I'm quite excited. I am very happy with how this has turned out. But anyway guys, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next Sunday for another community zoo. There will be some episodes this week, but they won't be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but they will be up. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, catch you all next time. Peace. Shireen! I did actually.